Much detail to avoid further victimizing these families. The area of the funeral home where the bodies were improperly stored was horrific.
More than 115 bodies found improperly stored inside the 2,500 square foot site, according to the Fremont County Sheriff. Hazmat teams called to secure the building as law enforcement executed a search warrant.
It is a very tragic situation, and as I've stated, there are a lot of decedents there, but I don't really want to go into the scene itself.
The disturbing discovery made at the Return to Nature funeral home in Penrose, about 100 miles south of Denver. The business's website offering green burials without embalming. Bodies often laid to rest in biodegradable caskets like this one made of wicker, or in some cases buried in nothing at all. State records show the funeral home's registration with the state expired on November 30th of last year. The State Department of Regulatory Agencies documenting complaints about an abhorrent smell emanating from the property on October 3rd, according to this report. When investigators reached the owner, John Halford, by phone, he acknowledged that he has a problem at the property and claimed that he practices taxidermy there. The Halfords did not return our request for comment.
We want to process this scene as quickly as possible.
The county sheriff declaring a local emergency disaster, calling in state and federal agencies, including the FBI, to provide specialized support.
These are teams with additional training and specialized equipment that serve to process scenes of national magnitude. To include the response to 9/11 and major airline incidents.
The county coroner tasked with identifying the remains and notifying families.
Forensic identification through fingerprints, medical or dental records, or possibly DNA will need to be completed. This could take several months.
Return to Nature also operated a second location in nearby Colorado Springs. Mary Simon says she entrusted her husband Daryl's remains to that facility for cremation in August and was still waiting to receive his ashes.
I'm devastated. I feel like I've lost my husband all over again.
Now she's nervous about where he could be.
I'm terrified that my husband's in that mess there. I'm terrified that didn't get cremated.
And Valerie joins us now in studio. So Valerie, listening to that woman, you can understand her anguish, her worry. What sort of charges, if any, could the owners be facing?
So right now the sheriff's department says that's unclear and that will all be part of this longer investigation, but that could take several months. The state regulatory agency that wrote up that report, they do allege that the owner attempted to conceal the improper storage of human remains. So that will probably play into that investigation. The FBI is also launching a federal investigation to see if any federal laws were violated. And Ellison, we should note that in the state of Colorado, it is not required to have a license to be an individual funeral home operator. Only the businesses require to be licensed with the state.